So I am starting off by cleaning the desk. Now, my computer desk is always a disaster zone because this is where I spend my days for editing, watching YouTube videos while I am doing crafts. Like you can see my cross-stitch thread there. That is the project I am working on right there for a pillowcase that is embroidered. So a lot happens at this computer desk, and it is always very messy, and you can see I put my Kleenex there on the side so it's easy to get to, but also easy for my baby to get to, and rip Kleenex up and put it everywhere. I'm currently reading Everybody Fights by Kim and Penn Holderness. And just me trying to find spots to put all my crafting stuff. This computer desk is an area that is always gathering and collecting junk. Cords for plugging in our phone, or you can see the game controller there. Sometimes my husband and I play games on the computer with a friend of ours, or just my husband and his friend are playing. That is a bucket I'm using to put all the stuff in for my husband to go through that I am not sure if we want to keep it or get rid of it, if it's garbage, or if it's just his, and for him to figure out what to do with it. You know, different tools and nuts and bolts and stuff like that. Crafting scissors. I just bought new ones that are nice and sharp now. You can see that I'm getting ready to watch Let's Hang Out live with Kayla's BookTube channel members. And so I just decided to do a little bit of cleaning before that live had started. What is it with dust and dirt getting everywhere? It is so gross. And dusting is never fun. Now you are in the computer desk and you can see that the sliding door is there and lets in a lot of light. We have curtains on our windows now, but the sliding door still allows in a lot of light. My little mini fan that I bought from Amazon because I get so hot. It is so cheap. It just plugs in through the USB. I ended up throwing out those kid scissors. Those green ones were really cheap, and I think I saved the blue ones for the kids, but I don't remember. Paint. Kids are always getting into my paint. There was still some left in there. That's a TENS machine I use for my muscles on my back, my neck, sometimes on my knees. And then I bought that cute little cactus thing, I think also from Amazon. Bookmarks that I cross-stitched. Empty glass cases that I'm not using. My cat Luigi. And yes, I bought the cactus thing from Amazon for just storage stuff. It's meant to be for stationary things, but it's not very deep actually. Hand lotion. Lip trap stuff. Stickers that my daughter bought and keeps lying around. My husband's bucket to go through. The controller, like I said, we use. Cords. The kids writing on the walls. What do you do with your cords? This is pretty much the state of my kitchen all the time. My husband or I or my kids will have that entire kitchen like scrubbed clean. Everything put away, all the dishes done, everything. The next day it looks like that again. Like it takes less than 24 hours for it to get that dirty again. And I think that is the trouble with chores, especially chores like dishes and laundry and sweeping and mopping that you have to do on a really consistent basis, if not every day, probably every other day, maybe mopping a couple times a week, but at least sweeping and picking up every day. We have a lot of plastic and cardboard recycling. You saw I just took out a bunch of the plastic stuff. We have curbside recycling here, thankfully, so that helps, but it's always piling up all the time. There is a bread maker on the table you can see there. We just donated that yesterday along with our ice cream maker. And you can see I have a KitchenAid mixer there in the corner. And you can buy an ice cream bowl for the KitchenAid mixer. So we're going to do that instead for when we want to make our own homemade ice cream. And it just gets rid of a couple of very large appliances in our house. And we use our KitchenAid mixer all the time. So my baby's new straw cup. Those, if you don't know, those straw cups have the little weighted blue thing at the bottom there. So no matter which way the baby tips the cup, that straw will be in the liquid. And I do not normally give him juice, but he has some pineapple juice there because he was suffering with a really bad cough at the time. So yes, the daily thing of chores, I think, is what frustrates most people or can be really disheartening and discouraging because you can spend all day cleaning. You could take 2-3 hours and just like clean your entire house, scrub it all down, have it spick and span and shiny and everything, and then you turn around the next day and it's just an absolute disaster zone again. I think it just gets discouraging when you spend so much time cleaning just to have it messy again. Now you're getting a view from inside my dishwasher because, I don't know, I'm trying to be artistic, creative, different, try to give you a different view. Normally, I will have my older daughter will empty the dishwasher. Sometimes the other kids will, but usually it's my older daughter does this chore. And then I or my husband will fill the dishwasher. Our daughter is old enough, all the kids are old enough to fill the dishwasher, but they'll put in like 3 things and then run the dishes. So it's like, no, make sure me or dad look at it. Some cute mugs I got for my birthday. All you need is a good book and a cup of tea, that one says. Yeah, it's always important when our kids do the chores. Of course, we have to look at it and make sure that they are doing a good job and doing it properly and not running an entire load of dishes with like 7 things in there. So I prefer to just fill the dishes and then have my daughter empty the dishwasher. Don't mind my cleaning outfit either. It's terrible. So that drawer there, the cupboard is ripped off of it, and I don't know why we haven't been able to fix it. Usually my husband gets those fixed right away. I'm not sure why that one's been gone for a while. I think the door itself probably broke. But we had all the dog licking something off the stove. We had all the Tupperware type stuff in there, but the baby kept pulling it all out. So I put it in this drawer now. We've done some rearranging in our kitchen lately to hopefully better work with what we got. And the baby has learned how to open that drawer now, of course, and pull stuff out. But it is nice having all that stuff in there. Those drawers were added on later. An extra 2 feet of counter space was added before we bought the house. They are deep enough to be able to hold pots and pans and stuff, but we have those in the cabinet just right across from there underneath the microwave. So that's just me counting through the containers and matching, making sure if I have 5 containers, I have 5 lids. If I have 3 containers, I have 3 lids, you know, because I am so tired of having all this Tupperware, all these lids and containers and nothing matching. So you fell into the cupboard there, into the drawer. How do you store your containers? Those are like sandwich containers for the kids, for school. So school's almost over now, so I will be looking for September for what kind of new stuff we need once the kids are out of school and we can see what we have and what we are missing. That's another nice thing about organizing. You can see where you are lacking in what you have too many of and what you're lacking in containers or clothes or shoes or whatever it is that you are organizing at that moment. Sorry, my computer chair is very creaky when I move. broken, so it's going to go into the plastic recycling. There's no point in holding on to that stuff when I have more than enough. It's all the extra lids that go with those other containers I have. And that's all the extra stuff that I had that didn't have a match.
Say hi. Say hi. Don't lick my toes. Don't lick my toes. What? You like yourself in the camera. I got your juice.
Do any of you guys have a baby? A toddler? How do you clean anything? He's like always climbing into the dishwasher with me. Well, I don't climb into the dishwasher, but when I have it open and he can now open it himself, there's no like lock or anything on it. He just puts his little hands on the handle of the dishwasher and pulls his weight down on it and it opens. So that can be frustrating to try and clean. My once a day vitamins that I always forget to take, that tell you to take twice a day. Endless amounts of garbage. Like, how does one family collect so much garbage? At least a lot of it is recycling. Now you're in my dishwasher again, and now I am putting dishes in it instead of taking them out. I'm terrible about rinsing my dishes. I just want to throw them all in the dishwasher. I'm like, why should I have to rinse them? I'm just doing the dishwasher's job for it. But when I was a kid, my stepdad made me wash all the dishes, and I had to scrub them all clean, and there couldn't be a speck or spot or crumb on them. And I used to, not cry, but I used to complain and be like, I wish we had a dishwasher. And he's like, we do, it's you. So you can see here I'm being, splash the camera. I'm being diligent and actually rinsing the dishes because as frustrating as it can be to have to like wash the dishes before washing the dishes, it's more frustrating to go to put away clean dishes and have to wash them again. I'd rather rinse them out the first time, and that is something we are trying to teach our kids right now, is to actually rinse their dishes. Like I have a schedule that I printed off and put on the fridge, and it says to, eat dinner, rinse your dishes off. They don't even have to put them in the dishwasher. It's fine. My husband put googly eyes on everything after we watched the Everything Everywhere All at Once. They're actually on the back on the coffee percolator as well. But on the schedule, I put to wash, eat dinner, rinse your dishes off, and then put them in the sink. Like, I don't even care if they don't get into the dishwasher right away. Just rinse them off. So now you can see the state of my floor. This is pretty much a constant daily thing as well as what it is like in my kitchen. You can see I've changed outfits, that this cleaning video has gone over more than one day, more than 1 week, to be honest with you. And I get one thing cleaned and something else is dirty. And look at this. I'll sweep the floor every day and this is what it looks like. I don't get it. I don't understand what the children are doing. Now that bucket, that pig bucket that you saw earlier had stuff for my husband to go through. So at this point he had already gone through it, and now I'm putting the baby's toys in there to get out of this pile before I sweep it all up for garbage. I'm collecting the pieces of paper there that are for recycling, and things like that glove that you see there that doesn't have a match. I'm tired of trying to keep those things and waiting for the matches to come up. I will occasionally do that, but after like a couple of washes, a couple of loads of laundry go through, I'm like, nope, there's no match for this sock or this glove or whatever, and I just throw it in the garbage. You saw that when I was going through all the containers and everything like that. I had a bunch of lids left on the floor, and if I'm done with the next load of the next load of dishes and the containers haven't matched up with the lids, then I just end up throwing them out. I don't have the mental capacity to deal with a bunch of extra inventory in my life. I started watching the Minimalist Mom. A friend of mine recommended her videos to me, and she talks about inventory and how each and every one of these things is inventory in our house. And I really love that idea of looking at it, and I'm like, it's so true. I don't have the mental capacity for the amount of inventory that is in my home. I'm not trying to be a minimalist, but I am trying to minimize some of the stuff that we have in our house and just not stressing over every little thing. He just threw the dog's bone out in the garbage. He's being very helpful, just throwing everything he can into the garbage, even if it doesn't need to be in the garbage. These reusable bags always end up having to get washed because they're so covered in pet fur. They collect pet fur like a magnet. This is another thing about cleaning too, is there's a lot of stuff you have to move to clean all the places. So if you want to do like a big clean, there's actually a lot of work involved in this. But I mean, it needs to get done. And I was doing this when the kids were at school. Normally I would have them helping, but I wanted to record this video and didn't want there to be like a big fight about it. So I just was doing this on my own with the baby there. You can see he's helping. A tip I would give is, here I have the garbage can out and I have a bucket for dirty laundry. So I have all that stuff ready to go. And that recycling bin in the back there is full, but it'd be helpful to have that as well, so you're not walking all over the house looking for these things.
Yeah.
As you can see here, the baby found the camera.
It's you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the boy?
Lady. Bye.
So I'm going to wrap up this cleaning vlog here because my house is still a disaster zone. Even after scrubbing all those dishes, even after moving everything on the floor, which I did again last night, it's just never ever ending. I hope this video has helped to give you a little bit of motivation to clean up your house, to pick things up, to scrub some dishes. Dog and baby. Baby grabbing things that he shouldn't have from board games that get left out on the floor. And then the dog taking it from the baby and chewing it up. That's my life. So, the dog is sleeping on the baby's nursing pillow. Can you say thank you for watching? Say I'm a good helper throwing everything in the garbage. Yeah, you just went to screen. It's never ending, the cleaning. That's just the reality of life. That's just a fact of life. And I hope that this gives you a little bit of motivation to, you know, throw on that load of laundry, fold that bucket of laundry. Remember to put your laundry over from the wash to the dryer. That's an important one. Fill the dishwasher, empty the dishwasher, sweep the floor, whatever one little thing you need to do. I reorganized the... Dude, why are you punching me? I reorganized the junk drawer the other day. That was really good. You saw at the end of this video, I was going through my bedroom bookshelf, and those were my husband's books and magazines and comic books and stuff like that. You gotta do boop, 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 boop. Yeah. So it's just important to do a little bit every day. And I'm constantly reorganizing and moving things around and everything like that. And that's just reality here. And we are slowly getting rid of things. Every week I have a box of things to take to donation. Yeah, that's my earring and it is attached. It is in my ear. Oh, stop punching. Why are you being so weird right now? It's just because I'm trying to take a video. Thanks for the kiss. Okay, say thank you for watching. So if you want to see more content like this and my cute handsome little face, like and subscribe. Say bye. Mwah. You know how to blow a kiss. Come on.